Hi there. I am ready to start my second hike on the Bruce Trail here in Hamilton. Today, what I'm doing is I'm starting at the Albion Falls area and on a side trail, and then I'm rejoining the Bruce Trail and taking that towards downtown, and we're gonna end up at Yuli's Stairs, which is right next to the set of stairs that I started my first hike at. Looking at the Bruce Trail app together, last time I walked this section just to the right of where it says end here, and if I zoom in, I'll show you where I'm going today. So this side trail that I'm going to start at is called Mountain Brow Side Trail, I think, and I'm parked a little bit away from Albion Falls at Oak Knoll Park. I was just sitting under a giant oak tree, and we're gonna walk through the forest, check out Buttermilk Falls, and walk through another forest, see Albion Falls, and then right where the pin is, that yellow thing, orange, that is what that color is called, that orange pin, we're gonna hang a left and rejoin the main Bruce Trail and take it to Yuli's Stairs. I just finished an acupuncture appointment, so I'm feeling really good. And I drove here because it was in the area, and I have looked into driving to the first trailhead and then taking a bus back, and it hardly ever really adds up. Like it involves 2 or 3 buses and a lot of waiting, rah, rah, rah. But today it's just one bus. I'm all ready to go. I'm gonna go find the trail and we'll see if there's any water flowing over Buttermilk Falls. Well, Buttermilk Falls was kind of buttermilk trickle right now. Happens often in the summer, like pretty much all of July has been a heat wave. So definitely the best time to go look at waterfalls is in the spring in Hamilton. Buttermilk Falls is also not the most picturesque falls. You couldn't probably see in the videos, but it falls out of some public infrastructure under a bridge. You do often see that because a lot of the creeks that feed the waterfalls have been pushed underground with all the city development. Up until maybe 6 or 7 years ago, you used to be able to hike down to the bottom of Albion Falls and crawl around on all the layers of rock and play in the water. But within the span of months, like in one season basically, a bunch of people got down there, either slipped and injured themselves and couldn't get up, or maybe they just couldn't climb back up at all. And like they all had to be helicopter rescued. So after that, the whole area is fenced off with signs everywhere telling you not to climb over the fence, and you can't go frolic in the water anymore. We got Exhibit A here, Exhibit B here, and Exhibit C. from here, I go to the left towards Yuli's Stairs and downtown. I'm on the wrong path, so don't do just like what I just did. I came to like a four-way intersection of paths, and I was chatting with some mountain bikers who just went down to Lake Ontario, said it was gorgeous, they could see Toronto, and I couldn't see any Bruce Trail blazes anywhere. So thank God I have the Bruce Trail app. I just looked at that and went, ugh. I went on the wrong thing, so I'm going back now. Take two. So this is where I said take the path on the left, but don't take that one like I did before. Take this path to the left, go downhill. I've got 1.5 kilometers more to go, like a mile, until I reach Yuli's Stairs. And yeah, the mosquitoes are out. I guess we're away from the city a bit more, so I've just applied bug spray. I had to do a tiny bit of backtracking again. I went up the hill and realized, uh-oh, I should have gone down the hill. That's the Bruce Trail. We've made it to Yuli's Stairs territory. There's 4 sets of stairs constructed in total by a man named Yuli. There's one right behind me. I'm sitting on one of the bottom steps. And I thought, since I'm in a quiet space here, I thought I'd tell you the story of Yuli's Stairs. So, long time ago, 20 years ago, early 2000s, there wasn't a set of stairs in this neighborhood connecting the lower city and going up and down the Niagara Escarpment to the upper mountain, Hamilton Mountain part of Hamilton, for pedestrians and people to walk around. It can be very disjointing. Hamilton's sort of cut in half by the Niagara Escarpment. And so a man named Yuli, and I will put his full name here because I can't remember it. I'm tired. So a man named Yuli, who was a retired steel worker, but I guess had masonry skills, took things into his own hands, and he made the original stairs that I'll show you next. And then he went on to construct 3 sets of secondary stairs. This one we haven't seen before. I'm going to keep walking on the Bruce Trail, and I'm going to show you the one that I hiked on in my first video, and there's a third one which you'll see in my first Bruce Trail hike as well. So these smaller staircases connect 2 main hiking trails, the Bruce Trail down here and the Escarpment Rail Trail, which is up here. It's a hiking trail which it used to be a historic railway. And then the original Yuli's Adventure Stairs. They were constructed in 2008. Unfortunately, Yuli passed away last summer, but it does seem like the stairs are being maintained to some degree. So that's good news. I'm not sure who's taking it on. And you would often see a very quiet man with white hair about, kind of tidying, and when he saw you walk on the stairs, he'd just have a little grin on his face. So Yuli, you were a gem, and you created this fantastic present for Hamilton. Of course, the city didn't really appreciate the adventure stairs, although they didn't close them, which I think is great. But they did construct an official set of metal stairs right next to it, which is called the Mountain Brow Margate Stairs, and that's what I used to hike down to the Bruce Trail in my first hiking video. I've made it to the middle set of the lower Yuli stairs, and I hiked down these stairs to start hiking on the Bruce Trail in my first Bruce Trail hike, but I'm going to go up, and what I didn't show you in my first Bruce Trail hike video was that at the top of these stairs are the original Yuli's Adventure Stairs, connecting the very top of Hamilton Mountain or the Niagara Escarpment with the Escarpment Rail Trail. Yuli's Adventure Stairs. We're here. We've seen all 4 sets. Not only, of course, did he build the steps, but he built terraces and benches and gardens and decorated it with golf balls from the golf course close by. I'm gonna head up the stairs. You're gonna hear me breathing, guaranteed. They are steep, 145 very unique steps. just taking a breather at the top of Yulee Stairs. There's a bench here, very thoughtful of Yulee. Where I catch my bus back to my car is probably block and a half from here, so I'm gonna check out and see how long I have to wait and head on home. See you on the next hike.